Welcome to Kids for Cash. I'm going to explain to many of you that do not know about the Kids for Cash that rocked the nation and shocked many people. I know a lot of people in other states do not know about Kids for Cash. It is very important that people find out about Kids for Cash because it is one of the worst corruption cases in history that made American history and shocked the nation. What I'm talking about is Kids for Cash that happened in Luzerne County, Pennsylvania, and can happen anywhere in the United States and throughout the world. 2 judges and a whole complete county were able to traffic over 3,000 children in a juvenile system that was wrongfully done to children where they were wrongfully convicted. Not any of the children ever committed a criminal offense. What happened is children did normal children behavior and did maybe skipping school, cursing at a school bus stop, push and shove in school, and went to prison for anywhere from 5 to 12 years. We have many children that are devastated and destroyed of the fact that they were wrongfully convicted, wrongfully imprisoned in many juvenile centers. So I want everybody to Google Kids for Cash to look and see what I'm actually talking to you about. It happened here in Luzerne County, Pennsylvania, and it's happening other places from what I'm being told. That is why I'm sharing this with many other people. I'm getting calls saying that this is happening in many other ways in juvenile centers and juvenile court system. What I'm going to share with you today is some of the aftermath of what happened to these children. They came into our county and the feds got involved and they took down 2 former judges that were committing this crime of trafficking children. What they don't tell you is that the damage that was done to these children in these centers and many other ways that they were damaged. So I'm going to tell you some of that in my podcast, but I need to introduce you to what happened in Kids for Cash. The judges eventually went to prison for 28 and 17 years, but sadly, they left behind many broken children without getting them correct counseling or getting them any kind of help. All they did was take away the judges and leave behind a lot of the corruption. In my podcast, I'm going to tell you about things that have happened after Kids for Cash. Because if you treat children like criminals, they will come out criminals. They will come out a very damaged person. They will be coming out of prison not knowing who they are because they went in prison at 5, 8, 7, 9, 10, 16, even up to 17 years old, and were incarcerated for long periods of time for something they did not do in a criminal act. Yes, they behaved badly and maybe skipped school, cursed at the school bus stop, maybe had a push and shove or a shouting match at another child, but then it was taken to a criminal charge where they spent many, many years incarcerated in juvenile centers. Now, you're probably asking, how did this happen? Well, it happened in a way that it was designed to happen. In my podcast, many secrets are going to be told. For one thing, you have to understand that was many people were involved in this to traffic the children in this juvenile system where money was being laundered, where money was being trafficked on top of the kids' heads, and that it was shared with other people, how they built centers to put children in that were profit centers. They were privately owned, and the money was going into private bank accounts right directly. Some of the money was put in FedEx boxes and shipped to the judges and other people that were involved with the judges. Now, we have many deceased children that came out and tried to live a normal life after they were broken, and sadly, they're not with us anymore. In my podcast, I am going to introduce you to some of the people that their lives were destroyed, mothers, fathers, and the children's lives that were destroyed, and how it ended up to having so many deaths of children in the system, so many children incarcerated as we speak now because they're just broken souls, broken children that were failed, and so many other things. Please continue to listen to my podcast so that you can protect your children for this to never happen in any case ever at all. Thank you for listening.